Today, we're going to go through some things. I want to start with education. Let's do some education stuff. The nickels that we're looking at, for those of you that I wish you'd write these down. I want to get you some information to write it down. So Jefferson nickels from 1938 to 2003. Dicko's lost, but now he's found. Schwarzkopf is the better card, yes. 1938 to 2003 is this design right here. It has a D or an S mint mark on the back up through 1964. So if I show you a coin with a D on the back and you go 1979, there's absolutely no way that's what that coin is. So I'm trying to help you out here. I would say something about the cheating card, but I make it bad. Yeah, we don't want to do that. So 1938 to 1964, the mint marker's on the back. Starting in 1968, it's on the front. 65, 6, and 7, no mint marks. There's a couple of years they didn't make all three coins. 1942, Philadelphia and Denver in the regular composition, but then they made it Philadelphia and San Francisco in the silver. From 42 through 45 are silver nickels, the ones we found yesterday, the 44S. Only 21 million were made. So many millions have been melted. Very collectible coin. Someone got that yesterday. There's also some varieties like the 1949 D over S, the 1954 S over D, the 1955 D over S. Well, they would punch the dies and they would reuse them to send them to a different mint, and thinking nobody would notice, but they end up becoming very collectible. Here's the obverse side with a mint mark right here. It's on the front next to Jefferson, next to his bow tie or his hair bow. This is the 1975 regular mint mark, and this is the one that's floating around, the misplaced mint mark. It's up there by the curvature of the 5. We've seen a lot of these. We've not seen one of those yet. We're looking for that one right there. There's no price in here yet for that coin, but we will try to find one. This variation has a premium value is what it says. There we go, a premium value. 1994, they made special coins, special set, only 167,000 of them, $30 to $75. In 1997, only 25,000 were sold, $35 to $50. Actually, less money for a much less, but everyone got one of those. I think I had a $2 bill with it. That's all right, we don't care. Everyone just be good in your chat there, new guy. Good to have you with us. Up through 2003. Then in 2004, they had 4 different varieties in 2004, 2005 for the Westward Journey commemoratives. Westward Journey commemoratives, 04 and 05 for Lewis and Clark. And so you got your Peace Medal, your Keelboat, your Bison, and your Ocean View. And they come into Philadelphia and Denver. They also made some proof coins in the 2 to 3 million range, mintages of those. You'll find these in your pocket change. Has the old design on the 04s. The new design, which is only a 1-year design of a face, that's in the 2005. Then in 2006, they said, let's do it again. And they started a brand new design on the nickel. And we're looking at them in 2006 going, what the hell? There's no way these will ever be worth any money until we get to 2009. So 2006, they made almost 700 million and 800 million of the coins. 2007, 571 million, 626 million. 2008, they dropped down to 279 and 345 million, still a lot of coins. 2008 D, 1 for every person in the country. Then 2009, only 39 million and 46 million. And we found one of those yesterday. It was so cool to find one. Only 46 million. Then back up to the 200 millions, 400 millions, 500 millions, and so on. And so that era of 08, 9, and 10 is very, very collectible. You want to jump all over that. Then you go through these different years here, keep going. What do you got? Not much. You get to 2004, and the same thing happened. Really low mintage on the coins. They don't have it listed in here yet, but I'm sure the new book will. And then they have some special coins here, some W mint marks with some special made coins that everyone's like, oh my gosh, those are great. Some are not. It just depends on what you're willing to pay for them. But all this stuff is available. Look at that. What happens if I use Brillo pads to shine up coins? You'll mess them up. You'll destroy the coins. Do not clean coins. Do not clean coins. This book has all kinds of stuff in it. There's information about early American coins. There's some colonial issues. Lots of colonial coins. Pre-country. So a lot of this stuff has, you'd think that it'd be worth a fortune. Colonial coins, oh my gosh, this is from before we were a country. You know, $40, $60. You know, here's one, George Clinton, not George Washington. 1787, George Clinton. Right there, George Clinton. He had a couple of albums out in the 80s. $10,000 in good. Isn't that cool? George Clinton from New York. A bunch of other guys, Georges the Third. These are some other countries' coins that we circulated here in the United States before we were in the United States. 1787, 1786. I had one of these worn down. It was worn down. You could barely make out what it was in AG condition right there. $300 now. I think I sold it for $20 back in the 1980s. But I picked up one of those out of a junk box. A guy sold it to me for 99 cents. It was very cool. Very good stuff. I mean, lots of information in here. If you want to become a collector, if you find some stuff in your grandparents' garage or your parents' garage or your own garage, this is what you need to find to get some information on it. So when you ask me what's the value of a coin, I can give you some information, but you have to do some research on your own and figure it all out. Here's a coin here, 1858 over 7, just a slight impression of the 7 there. You can barely see it, but it's right there. If you find one of those, let's see what the difference is. It goes from a $35 coin to $125 in good, all the way from 1,000 to 10,000 in uncirculated. The first year of issue, 1856, only 1,000 to 1,500 were made, starts out at $7,500, all the way up to 18,000 for proof, or 25,000 for uncirculated for the original Flying Eagle cent. All right, a couple more things. The Indian head penny. Got the shield reverse. You got the 1 cent. You got the shield here, some without the shield. There's a bunch of different varieties. These things were not that expensive for the longest time, but now just a common one is $2, $3, $4, $5, $6 for a penny. There's some great varieties here, you know, $65,000, $2,000, $3,000. And then at the end of the series, the 08s and 09s are made in San Francisco. They've got some great value. Come to the Lincoln cent starting in 1909 with the 1909 SVDB being the grand poobah of the early coins, and then a bunch of other stuff. If we come across any of this, we will go through the book and show you values. If you say, what's my 1949 penny worth? 10 cents, 20 cents, 35 cents. There's a lot of these old wheat cents that people save rolls and rolls and rolls and rolls of them. So they still haven't caught on. As years go by, they go up a little bit more in value. But certainly you're not rich if you find a wheat cent. They're worth about 10 cents to start. 1958 double die obverse. Look at this one here. 1958, the last year of the penny. If a regular one, right there in very fine 10 cents, uncirculated, MS65, $1. Okay, just $1. But if you get the 1958 double die, there's only 3 known right now. One sold for $1.13 million for a regular penny out of your pocket back in 1958. That was in January 2023, the Great Collections Auction, $1.13 million for a 1958 double die. There's only 3 known right now, or at the time of the publication of this book. That's why when we find like a 1969, this used to be $1 million coin, but now there's enough of them, it's down to $45,000. Still pretty good for a penny. We thought we had one yesterday. And so there's lots of varieties. We're going to go through all of this as we go. Is it better to sell coins to a dealer or on eBay? Well, it depends. So a dealer is going to offer me, like on these silver dollars, let me pull it up here. Who knows what silver was today? The value of silver. I think it was like $32, something like that, whatever it was. So if you have $32 and take 0.72 times that, so you're looking at about $22, $23 worth of silver. If this was a Morgan dollar, they'd probably give you $25 for it. This one, they're going to give you that probably $20 to $22 in value is all. If I sell this on eBay, I probably get $25 to $27, but I also have to pay 20% commission and then ship it. And so it's probably a wash. The difference is eBay is going to send you a 1099 form at the end of the year, whereas the dealer is not going to bother you for a few coins sold. So it's what you want to do. It's where you're at financially and what your financial accountant's going to tell you to do. But for me, I've just listed 3 rolls of silver half dollars and 3 rolls of silver dimes on eBay. I don't mind paying the tax on it because I'm going to do okay on that. The 3 rolls, I think I started at like $369 for 3 rolls of dimes. So back in the day, would it cost you $15 at the bank? Now it's going to cost you near $400 for those 3 rolls of dimes. So that's pretty much it. It's a wash either way. Depends on what you want to do. I like the person-to-person sell. That makes me happy because then, you know, here's the coins, here's the money. Let's do that. 33.35 at close today. Very cool. Very nice.